#1 mid-range for intermediate players. What is happening, Swanky fans? I'm Reed and we're out here at Little Mulberry Park getting ready to give you guys another top 5 discs video. Before we jump into it, just be sure that you like the video. If you like the content, sub to the channel and let's jump in. These are gonna be your top 5 right here. So let's jump into number 5. We've got the Kastaplast Cax Z. Now this barely fits into the mid-range category since it is a 6-speed, but Kastaplast defines it as a mid-range, so we will too. And it's a kind of overstable. It's 6.502. It's gonna fly straight with a little bit of fade at the end, and then after you beat it in for a little while, it's gonna start to go straight. Maybe get a little turn for you. It's just a great overall mid. This glow plastic is gonna be even more overstable than some of the other like K1 or K2 plastics that it comes in. But yeah, widely available, guys. You can go get it whenever you want from a variety of retailers, and it's just like a great, stable, slightly faster mid-range. That sharp edge gives it that driver feel, but it has that controllability of a mid. So we love the Cax Z, guys, and that's number 5. Coming in at number 4, we've got the MVP Reactor, okay? Shout out to Lincoln Griffin for loaning us this one. This is going to be a more controllable, slightly less stable mid-range than the Cax Z. This comes in at 5-speed, and I think it's -0.5, 1.5 on the stability. And it comes in a variety of plastics, just like the Cax Z, widely available. And like I said, this is another one that a beginner maybe couldn't quite get the turn out of that we're looking for in a mid. Really useful in the woods for an intermediate player. The Reactor is going to hold lines, hold anhyzer if you put it on it, flip up to flat on hyzer, especially once it's beat in. Yeah, guys, this is a staple for MVP players, and it could be a staple for you too. Coming in at number 3, we got the Dynamic Discs EMAC Truth. You guys knew this one was coming. One of the most popular mid-ranges on the market. The EMAC Truth is another one kind of like the Cax Z. It's got that 0.2 stability, but it does have the 5-speed rim. You can tell sort of got more of a buzz-shaped rim on it. It's kind of similar to the MD3 as well. This is just going to be your go-to mid once it beats in. The EMAC Truth is going to be super straight, and for intermediate players that are just coming out of our beginner phase, this might be a little bit overstable. You may want to try some of the other ones first, but this is a great graduate disc to hold those wood lines and to get the distance you want on those mid-range shots. So yeah, that's number 3, EMAC Truth. Coming in at number 2, the Innova Rock. Guys, you knew it was coming. You knew it had to make the list. The Rock is a particularly unique disc in this list. I think it's coming in at a speed of 4, which makes it the only 4-speed on our disc. And it's also the only beaded mid-range on the disc. You can tell the signature bead on the Rock. We've got it in KC Pro plastic. Ricky Wysocki throws these. He makes them famous. And they're just like a super overstable at first mid-range that this is going to be for your top-end intermediate players, guys. This is not something that I would recommend you just pick up when you're a beginner or some people transitioning out of the beginner stage. This is definitely a high-end intermediate mid.
Emma providing great content.
All right. But they will beat in. They'll beat into straight, and they are some of the most popular mids for Innova players, guys. And these they've got a lot of dome to them. They're not very flat, but they are very comfortable in the hand because of that bead. And they'll fly very reliably overstable. And even though they're 4-speed, they've just got a lot of glide. They'll go forever. Great disc, guys. The KC Pro, the Rock from Innova. That's number 2. Do we need to redo that? All right, guys. Number 1 mid-range for intermediate players. You already know the Discraft Buzz. We recommended the Buzz SS in our beginner video, and this is the perfect step up from it, guys. 5, 4, -1, 1. If you've been watching pro coverage, you know that this disc is good from beginners all the way up to your high-end pros. You've got Paul Macbeth. You've got Drew Gibson, open bag player, who's throwing this on like every wooded hole he can possibly force it on. A great disc that when you beat it up, it's going to turn. It's not quite as understable as something like like the reactor maybe, but it is gonna flip, and it's gonna, as soon as you beat it in hard enough, it is gonna hold those lines. It may hold those Anheuser lines, hold that flip to flat, and just be a great overall woods disc, guys. The most comfortable disc in the hand, in my opinion. Just flies so well, releases perfectly. Can't recommend it enough, guys. If you got to go buy one disc right now, go buy a Discraft Buzz. You won't regret it. That's our number one, guys, the Discraft Buzz. That's our top 5 mid-ranges for intermediate players. Be sure you let us know what we missed in the comments. And thank you to Emma, my daughter, for her commentary throughout the video. And yeah, guys, we'll see you in the next one. Stay swanky.